probably
negative view.
I'm probably one of those few people where like I am genuinely interested.
I think he's genuinely.
You
I'm
probably wouldn't
genuinely
be.
interested in how you guys are doing, chat.
What if
Hi.
What
How
if
you
I
doing?
really told you, Jordan? What if I really told you?
How you
I would
doing?
listen. I'm not even joking. I would listen and I would care. I would empathize with you.
I
Your
don't
day.
feel I don't like to burden other people with my, complaints about things. So that's why I will always say fine.
You can complain right here, right now. You
Wow.
have chat. You have all of us.
Yes.
What's wrong? Unless it's me, and then you can't say anything.
Don't say anything.
Don't
say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
I see how it is.
No,
That's
my
fine.
see, it's stuff like this. My biggest problem today and for the past 2 weeks is that my eyes will not stop watering. And
You
it is
mentioned
driving me
this.
absolutely
It's so horrible.
bananas. It's so annoying.
It's so
Allergies?
horrible lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Stuff
horrible.
in the air.
Yeah.
My eyes are super sensitive anyway.
Oh, really?
So,
Okay.
So it's just
This happens every year.
terrible.
Oh, does it?
It happens
Okay.
every year.
Okay.
It's terrible.
Well, I hope that it is
Mom and
becomes
Dad are fighting,
less of a
no?
burden for you soon, or rather than
I was
later.
just trying to tell Jordan to stop being so considerate and asking me how my day goes every day.
Right?
Sorry.
Quit it.
You're
Damn it.
so
I
pleasant.
apologize. We're trying to be pleasant.
Jordan gets the short end of the stick. He comes in. I'm like, don't tell me good morning.
That's true. It's really true. And yes, Avian, Alpha Legion. Don't say it. Don't say it. Okay, go ahead and say it.
Heretic. Dirty, filthy heretic.
Drippy eye syndrome. It's BS.
Heathen.
No one deserves it. Thank you, T. Schmidt.
Whoa.
The kids are fighting. Mom and Dad are fine. The kids
What
are
is
fighting right
happening?
Something's out of hand over there in the studio room over there.
now. We just heard a GTH over there.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm going to need you to keep it down while we're on stream. These exclamations of violence.
Is it time to prime over again? Like yesterday?
You know what? I just think not. I think not, folks.
Tiny.
It is. Ooh. I was going to do decals today.
Oh, that's right.
And then I forgot them.
Holy
forgot.
shiny.
Oh, Ghost Hunter. Ghost Hunter, you are lucky you are not in this room.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Might be a dumb question, but how's your day going, Jen?
Zoom, zoom. Yes, Avian, you
It
can.
was on yesterday's stream.
I did paint it up on yesterday's stream. This was
It was
the...
green.
It was... Yeah, it was green yesterday. It was a Sons of Horus javelin. And now it is not a Sons of Horus javelin. The live stream is up if you want to watch it. I will still tell you what the recipe was, so you can write it down. But if you want to watch it in progress, you can just switch over to the live tab after the stream and check it out.
Put it on 2 times and listen to us talk like.
Yeah, you can watch it in the background while we do the things here. You will do both? Excellent. So, are you ready? Are you ready for me to tell you? It's devilishly easy.
Spatsnat, I love that so much.
The hardest part...
Hardest part for me is when people say, "How are you?" and I say, "Fine," and then the voice in my head says, "I should say, and how are you?" But the other voice in my head says, "But what if they answer?" And the
Yeah.
second voice usually wins. See, that's me too. But I'm of the mindset of, well, they don't really want the real answer, so I just say fine.
I'm one of those very weird people who actually cares and is interested.
I care, and I
Endless.
still, after 9 years, don't know how she's doing.
Well,
9 years,
I
folks.
don't like to burden people with my problems.
You see how they
Why
treat me,
should
Chad?
both of us be
I
bums?
am a pretty empathetic person.
I know, but why should you feel bad when I'm feeling bad? Like, I don't like that.
I don't necessarily...
Well, I don't feel bad when you feel bad. I want to help, but I don't feel bad.
I know, but I don't like to burden people with, like, complaining about things.
Yeah. Also, doesn't necessarily hurt to get it off your chest.
I was gonna say
Yeah, it can be.
the
It
best
can be
people in your
cathartic
life
in
are
a lot of
always
ways.
ready to be able to hear what's not best in your life.
Yes. And don't take this the wrong way. You are more than welcome to, or you're more than welcome not to. You don't have to.
Emotions are human. What? I'm not familiar with those.
Thanks, Nebuchadnezzar.
Well, that's what I say most of the time to
Sluffies,
Jordan.
are you okay?
How's your day
What?
going? It's going. Same with
Avian
Ruben.
asked.
What did I say?
Ruben, I say that like almost word for word
What's
because he'll as I'm walking through, I'm
Uh-huh.
like, "Hi, everyone," and then Ruben will be like, "Hey, how's your day going? What's going on? What's new?" And I'm like, "My day's going," and then I just walk. Keep walking. I'm like, I got things to do.
Loving the stream. Primed over my Alpha Legion models, and now they're Ultramarines.
Heck yeah.
Oh gosh.
Get those heretics out of here.
Afternoon, Warp Gate. How are you doing? We are doing well over here. Much love to you as well. Avian, the answer to your question, which I will get to now, is start from Black Prime base coat, and then spray or hand apply. It tends to work better if you spray it. Although you could hand apply the silver layers, it would be fine. But the glaze at the end, you're definitely going to want to airbrush. It just gives you a nice smoother coat. But these first layers, you're going to want to build up with dark silver, silver, and then metallic medium. So that's going to kind of be your base. And then from underneath, you're going to spray red transparent in a thin glaze over the undersides. That's how you get this really, really dark kind of purpley color, purpley blue underneath. And then you're going to clean it back up with the metallic medium. And then over all of that, you're going to mix 50-50 blue transparent and green transparent. And then a little bit of glaze and wash medium and water to get the consistency that you feel comfortable spraying. I tend to like to thin this down a little bit more, so you get a lighter filter over the top of the silvers, and you can build it up more and more as you go in layers. It's better to start with a thinner coat and build it up than it is to start with something really strong. And then you just spray it all over the whole tank. Take out the silver details after you're done. And I think I'm going to paint a little bit of gray on it today.
I have a
That's it,
story
though.
that I would like to share.
Uh-oh.
I have a funny story.
Is it why he
We're
told you to
yelling
go
at?
to hell?
It is.
Okay.
I need to
great.
know more.
It's great.
First
So-
of all,
so-
everybody, it's Gabe's birthday, so happy
Yes.
birthday.
Yes.
Happy
We
birthday,
need-
Gabe.
We
Gabe,
should have
Ghost
planned this
Hunter.
better because Jabe deserves like a birthday stream.
Yeah.
No, that's all right.
We're all
this
really
is
good
great.
here.
This is great though, because I got everything I wanted and more today from the last 10 minutes.
Uh-oh.
So
The last 10 minutes.
so today is my birthday. Thank you,
Don't
everybody.
wish him well.
Thank you. I honestly forgot it was my birthday until like yesterday.
Lies.
So I didn't have.
I asked him. I'm like, so you're gonna take your birthday off? You want to take the Friday off? You want another day? You still have an Adepticon day? And he's just looking at me like, you don't have to tell me right now.
He's like, but I'm so busy.
Yeah. So
We do give people days off here, folks. So
it's true. So
true.
I didn't have anything planned, right? And we
Stop
normally do
all
we normally do a big camping trip that we
Yeah.
decided not to do this year.
right.
Because everyone
But-
works here now.
So today, Christopher's been taking phone calls. He's been weird about it.
Oh.
He's taken like 3 phone calls in the last couple hours. That have been he's been giving me weird vibes when he comes back in.
Secretive.
You know, when it's your birthday and things are
Scheming.
happening, you're like, oh, maybe, like, and there's no plans. You're like, oh, maybe they're like planning something for me. And I was like, no, I don't want to think about, like, I don't want to like
You don't want to get all built up.
get all built up and go
Oh.
home. It's not that, right?
Tonight's movie night for these
And then-
guys.
I got a text from somebody who my wife works with that would not know it's my birthday unless my wife told them, which then I was like, okay, maybe it was in a conversation because maybe she's planning something tonight. Same thing with Chris. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna text her, and I was like, hey, are you cooking something up? And she replied, she said, I'm always cooking something. It's nothing big though. I was like, oh, okay. So I got her. It's nothing big. But then I thought, you know, it'd be really funny if I called her and I told her that Christopher told me everything.
Oh no!
Why would you do
And
this,
before,
Gabe?
before I called her, I said, Chris, how far under the bus do you like to be thrown? And then she calls me. So I answer the phone, And she's like, hey, just want, you're catching on, so I just wanted to call you, I was like, yeah, Christopher told me everything. And as I'm staring at Chris, and Chris goes wide-eyed. He goes wide-eyed. He's like, what? What are you talking about? And then my wife says, you should tell him that it was supposed to be a secret. It's like, Chris, she said it was supposed to be a secret. And that's why he yelled at me. He's like, what? No. So funny.
So do you know or not know?
You like,
apparently there's something small happening.
Okay.
But that was
That's amazing.
That was the greatest thing ever.
Chris?
Are you seeing what? Are you seeing it?
You can
Chris,
see
I
his,
feel for you on
his
this one.
face turned flush, so good.
Do not celebrate this man.
Do not celebrate this man.
You see this?
Yeah, I know. His face rolling on the keyboard now.
Oh,
He's just pounding it with his fists.
Oh,
Yeah, so his outburst.
oh,
Oh, so good.
that's
So
amazing.
So did she tell you what's happening, or you still don't really know?
I still don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Boo.
weird boo coming from the other, or a cow.
I still
I'm
have no
not really
idea,
sure
but
It's probably a
honestly,
cow.
it could be anything, and I'm very happy now that that I caught on, and it makes me feel smart, and also that I threw Christopher under the bus.
Which also makes you feel smart.
Yeah, exactly.
This is all horrible. I would not.
It's all
Steve's
great.
birthday, but
So
he gave
this
us
is the
this
best.
gift.
All right, well, I just want to share my fun little story from today. Thank
You're
you
a
all for the
horrible-
birthday
you're a horrible
wishes.
human,
Sorry.
Gabe. Horrible human.
And I will see you all later.
Horrible human. Treating Christopher that way.
tried.
Chris, I'm on your side.
I already did that. The nice things for Gabe, I cannot retract them. You would have to throw up a little bit. Which we don't want to see.
Oh, did you buy him lunch?
Yeah.
There you go. At Cane's.
He wanted it.
I know. He chose the kids menu.
I was like,
I was
hey,
like, Gabe, if you can choose lunch on your birthday, you don't choose Cane's. Just gonna throw it out there.
I asked him, I was like,
Just gonna throw it out
what
there.
are you doing for lunch, Gabe? He was like, I don't know. I'm eating. I brought food. I was like, hold on. What do you mean you brought food? It's your
He's like
birthday.
me. He doesn't care about his birthday. Like he doesn't even remember it was his birthday.
It's like, I'm taking you out to lunch. Where are we going? He comes back a minute later. He's like, Kane sounds really good. And I was like, all right, let's go. We did not have raisins, but we did have canes.
I have raisins.
You can take it back by sending him a bill? I guess so. Should I make him pay for mine too? That would be the real one. You're welcome.
Trasharama,
Fabian.
I am not a fan either. I think it is just a waste of time.
What, Cane's?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I
Not
enjoy
good.
canes. But I like chicken fingers.
I mean, I like chicken fingers.
I don't have a
but
problem with chicken fingers, or chicken tenders, or chicken nuggets, or whatever they call
Yeah,
them.
whatever they're called.
Chicken
Yeah.
strips.
Chicken
It's their
thingamabobs.
sauce. They force it on you with no other options.
Well, they have ketchup. Not that that's a great...
I don't put ketchup on chicken.
That's where it's supposed to go.
It's not a thing we do.
That's where it's supposed to go. It's what they
We are
made
not
ketchup
toddlers.
for. What ketchup's for.
I'm not sure that's what they made ketchup for.
It's what they made ketchup. Literally, the guy that invented ketchup was eating chicken and said, "This is horrible. I need something to make it taste better," and he made ketchup.
No.
That's how that goes. Just read about it. It's on a wiki.
Mo would like to know, Jason, what are you doing with the rocks?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
I don't know.
This thing that I'm painting right now?
I read what the people type.
If it doesn't
I
make
just
sense,
read what the people
Jen
I
type.
can't
cannot
help
give you
you.
any additional context because I don't know.
I just read what the people type.
Ryan Wallace is going to go get some hot wings for dinner. Nice.
Source, do you Americans also do the weird thing where the one whose birthday it is brings something to work and shares like cinnamon buns, etc.?
No.
That's
No.
like a school thing. So like in elementary school,
Is it?
the kid who's it's not anymore.
I don't
When
know.
I was,
I never
I
had
don't-
to bring anything
I don't
to school
remember
on
that.
my
taught-
birthday, for God's sake.
It was
wasn't about to bring stuff to school.
The whoever's birthday it was would bring like cupcakes for the class.
Oh, heck no. Other people bring stuff for me on my birthday.
Exactly.
That's how that works.
It's called my birthday for a reason.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Look, I'll do nice things for other people's birthday, but I am not going to do nice things for other people on my birthday because it's my birthday.
Wow. All right.
Well, unless good things need to happen to said people. In which case, I'm happy to do so.
Don't retreat your statement. I'm right there with you. We can defend this. It's our birthday for a reason.
It is our birthday.
It's not
for
their
a reason.
birthday.
Correct.
They have their birthday.
But if you want people to celebrate, you give them, give them something to celebrate with. But yeah, once you're out of like elementary school, that doesn't really happen anymore. It should be the colleagues bringing stuff. Well, we didn't bring anything for Gabe today,
I brought him a big hug.
and we didn't bring. It was we had another birthday this week, William, and we didn't bring him anything either.
That's okay.
You know why? Because we give him a day off.
Yeah. You guys are already doing plenty of work in that department. No additional work required.
Mo said yes. The thing you're painting, rock, pillar, whatever it is.
What do you mean? What am I doing with it?
Painting.
I'm painting
Mo.
it.
Well,
Mo?
it does look a little odd. So
What are you talking about?
it does look a little odd.
What do you mean it looks odd?
I'm not saying it won't look odd when it's done. It will
I
look
am
great when it's
I am
done.
offended.
But it looks a little odd.
What do you mean it looks odd? That looks perfect. I'm done.
Well,
It doesn't match.
no.
Yeah, no, it's not really a work thing. Gabe didn't bring us all cinnamon rolls today.
No. I am working on that though. I did not have the wherewithal to be doing that.
Gosu, thank you for backing me up on that. I felt like
Swedes
it
are
was
weird
our at that
people.
point.
Swedes equal hobbits. I will cook on my birthday when I can.
Awkwardish Panda fully sending cookies in on my kid's birthday in 2 weeks. See, it's a thing. The parents do it.
Yeah, much to the kid's chagrin. I guarantee that kid walks into the room going, "This is my damn birthday."
I'm gonna be honest. If I were young enough, I probably wouldn't notice. I wouldn't know the difference. I wouldn't remember.
If the teacher was
difference.
like, "So what'd you bring us on your birthday?" I go, "I didn't bring anything, but I ate a lot of muffins on the way to school."
Yeah.
I think we do have a Jollibee. I
That
think
sounds
it's like in
familiar to me.
Mesa.
What is a Jollibee?
Yeah.
What is
Chicken
that?
and spaghetti fast food. I'm pretty sure we do.
That's
I
a
don't think it's
spaghetti
anywhere
fast food
close.
place? Those exist?
It does look like a wizard's hat. That big rock thing in the front.
Christopher, you better not be spilling the beans in there.
Meticulous Chaos. It is on yesterday's stream. The what Jordan's working on, and he did a recap just a few minutes ago.
Yep. I can recap it
Probably
again if we
recap
need
it
to.
again real quick.
Yeah. So I'm assuming the question was what's the build up for this? Or
Yes.
something of
Yes,
that kind?
the beautiful Alpha Legion workout.
Yep. So it is. How many steps is it? What, 3, 4, like 7 steps total? But it's only like 5 colors. So it's black base coat prime. I know that was really weird to go about that. Way to go about that. I apologize.
Oh, sorry. No, I was laughing at
Oh,
chat.
okay.
I'm reading chat. I was laughing at chat.
So black base coat, dark silver over the whole thing, and then you go silver, leaving some of the dark silver underneath, and then you go with metallic medium right on top of the silver through an airbrush, which looks really nice, by the way. If you're just doing silver, that's a great way to build up silver alone, just those 3 colors. And then you can weather the heck out of it if you want. And then after that, you take red transparent. You throw that on the undersides and all these areas where you get the really, really dark purpley blue. And then after that, you clean up all the areas of overspill. So like if you see here, you can see this like sharp line. I basically went back with with a piece of card and I masked off that and I sprayed it back to the bright highlight with the metallic medium. And then once I did that, I mixed up 50-50 transparent blue and transparent green, thinned it down with a little bit of glaze and wash medium and water, and got a nice thin application, and then sprayed it through an airbrush over the top. The thinner you go here in this step, the better, as you'll be able to build up layers of the blue while not completely blowing up all the work that you've done underneath it, because you want to keep this nice gradient, right? Over the front. And then once you're done with that, gloss varnish over the whole thing. A nice solid coated gloss varnish, probably 2 coats of gloss varnish to get the nice shiny look. And then after that, start picking out all the details. Cleaning up the overspray on the other silver pieces, and everything that needs to be silver, black, and then paint all the cool details.
Of course, I'm with you. Chuck said, 2 years ago on my birthday, I cleanly sliced off a massive hunk of thumb slicing potatoes on a mandolin.
That is bad.
Chuck is just like, you realize that Chuck is just a random source of factoids. Like in the Discord every day, he's like, so
Yeah, that's
today
true.
in the world of metal shop.
Bad things happened times 2. Here are the bad things that happened. He also... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Hios World said my kid was literally born this morning.
Fantastic.
Wow! Hios
Congrats.
World, congratulations!
You know that when the kid goes to school, you're going to have to send cupcakes on his or her birthday.
Or
No,
you
no,
can
don't do
demand
this.
cupcakes from the other parents.
Don't do this. Yes.
I vote demanding cupcakes from other parents.
Correct.
I will
Yes.
have some birthday cake in your honor, your child's honor. And your child shares a birthday with Gabe.
Oh! Yes, they do.
Ghostu said, "It looks great, Jason. I totally see what you're doing, what you're going for here. Can you explain what you're doing, though?"
I totally see what you. I have no idea what you're doing, but I totally see what you're doing.
I
Schmidt
understand
said,
what's
I bet he
going on.
marbles it. Paint Liquor said it's almost plaid.
Bah, hit 52 weeks ago. It's all downhill from here.
Ghostu, yeah, my birthday was the end of the summer, but school didn't start until after Labor Day when I was a kid, so I never got to do it either. And I was very jealous. So when I was a teacher, we would celebrate half birthdays for all the kids who had summer birthdays.
Oh no, Hershey. Missed yesterday's stream, was at a 97 streak. Holy cow.
That's all.
Yesterday doesn't count. I'm going to call it 98. Don't let the internet tell you otherwise.
I thought you were committed.
We do have a Jollibee. It is in like the Chandler Gilbert. It's kind of like
the
by
heck?
where Jason and I used to live a long time ago, but
I
it's
believe
pretty
you.
far now.
You can definitely blame me.
And Fazoli's is coming
The
back,
black
but right now
Jollibee.
I think there's
In
only
the
one at the
bottom?
airport.
Yeah, black on
But
the
it's
top.
so good. I'm
Oh
very
my
excited
God.
about it.
Skating rink carpet. It does kind of look like a skating rink carpet, actually.
Is the metallic medium applied neat?
It applied neat, as in
Thinned
no
it.
other.
Like straight with nothing, like straight out of the bottom.
Straight no chaser.
Yeah, I didn't thin it at all.
It's... Oh, you
But-
didn't?
no, I didn't. When I threw it through the airbrush? No, I didn't.
Quietly, man.
Source.
I'm gonna
Anybody
do
else
deep
asks,
cleaning.
we're gonna
You
tell
gotta
them to
clean
rewind.
the outside of the cup, too. The outside of the cup is like, it looks like Alpha Legion.
Fair. Or congrats.
Congrats for the baby.
For the baby?
I think.
Definitely. Congratulations.
but sadly, that means he's born on James' birthday. Poor kid.
I think it's a good birthday. New parent and new human.
Captain Howdy. Hello, howdy, folks.
If you don't send the kid in with sweets, you can always just keep them home for the day and have fun.
That sounds like a
Kids
blast.
deserve days off too.
That would be fun.
Yeah, August birthday for me too.
I would have a hard
that's
time.
why,
not spoiling
Jordan.
my
That's why
kid.
you don't know, because your birthday's in August, so you wouldn't have had the opportunity to bring cupcakes to school for your birthday. That's why you don't.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes
that's why
sense.
it's weird
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
Chuck has never lost a game of Trivial Pursuit.
Have you ever
You're
played it?
undefeated? Have you ever played it? Yikes.
You gotta ask. You gotta ask. We got sly people in chat.
I'm so excited to see what the new schmix is going to do to the plaid columns.
To the plaid columns. You could do
I
kind
don't have any noosh in here. Just Blaze
Plaid.
Watch meeting.
Plaid columns. Oh, you guys are cracking me up today. Good chat.
Jordan is the beginning of August.
But yeah, my
I
entire
am the
family
end of August.
exists in like the first 2 weeks of August.
We are different.
It's ridiculous.
Different. The beginning of August, Leo, is very different from the end of August, Virgo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my grandmother's birthday is on the 4th. Mine's on the 6th. My mom's is on the 10th. My stepdad's is on the 15th. My uncle's is on the 18th.
That's crazy.
So they're all Leos.
Yeah.
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 So it was awkward to Panda if she's in the middle.
It is kind of nice though
Well,
because
yeah.
at Gen Con when we go and I step away on a Saturday evening,
And you handle it all.
I can handle all of it
Yeah.
except for my mom's birthday. But whatever. We can sort that out later. But my grandmother's birthday, that one we can sort out. And then my dad's randomly in November.
I was like, how do you remember all that? I don't even remember my kids' birthdays.
It helps when you get reminded about it every year.
Get them all done in 1 month. You don't have to worry about it for a year.
Yeah. My mom's always like, oh, let's do all of our birthdays together. I'm like, no, I want my own birthday party. I do not want to share my birthday with you.
A
Granted, I
family
was
of
a kid when I
Leos
said
sounds
this.
the most exhausting. I would say a family of Virgos is probably more exhausting. And I'm a Virgo, so.
What's the whole Leo thing again?
I don't know much about. I really only know about myself.
I'm sure somebody in the stream can enlighten us.
Do we have a lot of astrology people in chat?
I'm
Is
sure.
that what you're saying?
I'm sure we have at least one
We
or
got enough
two.
kooky nerds in chat. Somebody knows their horoscope.
Yep.
Leo personality traits: loyal, confident, leaders, generous, dominating, arrogant, creative, honest, and Leo. Apparently is a characteristic.
I love how Leo is a character descriptor. You're being very Leo
Leo
right
is
now.
known for their ferocious and passionate attitude, always one to embrace life to its fullest. Sounds about right. The regal lion has a gregarious and jovial personality that others are often drawn to. Their self-assured, easy confidence comes down to their ruling planet. I think that's a very nice description of Jordan.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if it applies to all
Virgo
of us.
personality traits, on the other hand: hardworking, fussy, judgmental, perfectionism. Like yes, and yes. Analytical, critical.
Are you reading yours right now?
Yes.
Well, that's pretty much it.
Virgos will always show up when you need them, and they will take their obligations seriously. They are loving and modest. They are courteous and eager to assist. No, so this is not accurate. Virgos are diligent workers who excel at what they do, but their lofty ambitions can lead them to be too critical of others. That is true. Leos also prime painted minis.
That's accurate. Not all of them, but this one does.
Does what?
Pre-primes painted minis. I know you're all probably upset about it, and that's just
Leos are
fine.
really good at faking it till we make it. Jason is a Gemini. Does astrology even work on a flat Earth? Probably not. Leo's also prime painted minis. I think I said that. June
Believe it or not,
21st.
there's a whole group of people that believe that astrology is the reason the Earth is flat. Because they say that because we can see the same constellations from years and thousands of years ago when astrology got started, and that all of these ancient civilizations saw the same clusters of stars, that we couldn't possibly be
constellations.
round because it would always be changing. To which the scientists, the astronomers come back and say they have changed quite considerably. There's actually a 13th constellation that has changed, but that the universe's version of time is a lot different than humans.
Yeah, there is a 13th one, and it like changes all the others.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Not when you've lived your whole life as a Virgo and have embraced it, and then they try and tell you that you're actually a Libra.
Oh. Oh no. Are they trying to tell me that I'm not a Leo anymore?
Yeah.
Oh.
June 21st is a Cancer or Gemini, depending on what calendar you look at. Didn't know there were two, but apparently there are. Yeah, that's like on the cusp. So it's usually like the 22nd or 23rd is the change, I think. But
Yeah, if you're past the 23rd.
I think you're a Gemini. But yeah, it could be like
Taurus
June 21st.
is next?
No,
Or
Cancer.
Taurus was first? I don't remember.
Cancer is after.
Yeah, Taurus and then Cancer. All right, Taurus first, Cancer after.
Game Delay said the only personality test I believe in is your 3 favorite pro curl colors.
Yes.
Ooh,
It's
interesting.
the only one worth checking.
Dark Plum.
Law Tomato said I share a birthday with some guy named Jason Craze. Not sure if anyone knows him.
Yeah, who is that guy?
Chuck said
G-rate-
Gemini is the best sign. Chuck, are
G-rate
you a Gemini
internet.
too?
Personality.
I think you leveled up, didn't you?
Oh, is it my F rate now?
No, you might have gone all the way to
E?
E. Yeah.
I'm an E rate celebrity?
Oh.
I mean, you got the swag now.
That's pretty crazy. I didn't realize I got elevated that way. It's the car, isn't it?
It's the car. The car takes you from E to F, or from F to E.
Daniel Salucci said my woo-woo girlfriend says the new calendar is BS.
My woo-woo girlfriend. Does she appreciate you calling her a woo-woo girlfriend? That's dangerous territory right there.
I'm sure she embraces it.
Probably.
What did Libra sound like? I
The voices in your head have you firmly planted as a Gemini? Same here.
Oh.
Gemini is not multiple personalities. Gemini is multiple abilities.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Spatsnat said I finally heard a justification for the Earth being flat that converted me. The Earth is 90% water, and none of the oceans are carbonated, so the Earth is flat.
That I can get behind.
I like it.
I am now a flat earther. As opposed to a carbonated earther.
As if it were all arbitrary? What? You talk like this is made up.
The mythology of stars? Never. What are you talking about?
You're late in Gemini. What is Jason going on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh my gosh, please.
I have to get to D-rate celebrity before I can go on Dancing with the Stars or any of those other.
I don't know about
the
that.
Masked Singer.
They're pretty, they're pretty generous with the word stars.
Jason, I'm gonna be honest. You're pretty close. If you're E right now, you might be able to make the jump.
I don't know how
She calls herself Lulu, I
exponentially
think it-
different. Like, how much further do I have to climb? I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. E to D. I don't think it's too bad. Have
The
you
Earth
met-
isn't flat. If it was, the cats would have knocked everything over.
Oh wow, yeah.
Source, I would imagine a woo-woo girlfriend is someone who's into like astrology and maybe like
Crystals
and things like
stuff.
that. Yeah. He said that she calls herself woo-woo.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're safe for now.
Just want the government to stop lying to us. Gravity is just a theory.
This is along the same lines of birds are all like remote listening devices.
Source said, Jason, I hope you are planning on a duet with Miniac.
A duet?
Yeah.
Oh, singing? You mean?
Does he sing?
Does he sing?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
I've never talked to him about it.
Still Earth, as opposed to planets coming from the Champagne region of the universe.
Everything is flat Earth unless it comes from.
From the Champagne region. Oh, Big Bobzilla will step in if you need a stand-in for Dancing with the Stars.
A stand-in for what?
Dancing with the Stars.
Oh,
Jen, how would you feel about Jason participating in Dancing with the Stars?
I would be in the front row every week. I would tell people to vote. I would vote myself.
I would vote. I would watch it, and I would vote.
We would have watch parties.
I would totally participate in these watch parties. Jason, I think you should sign up.
The Earth is
See what I have to
round.
deal with, chat?
The Earth is round. There are no lizard people. Birds are a government deep fake. Now let's stop with the conspiracies. That's from our lawyer. Gemini is very much not multiple personalities. It's a lot of duality, like being tough but kind, rough around the edges but a total teddy bear, frugal but also incredibly generous. Yes. That is Jason. Rome never existed? I don't know that one.
The
What
rogue
did
never
Punisher
existed?
say? Oh, yes. Champagne region.
What a fancy thing. Just because you're from a particular region, nobody else can ever use the term champagne.
Yeah. Sparkling wine.
Yeah.
Do you see what Jason has to put up with, chat?
See? See? See what I have to put up with?
Big Bob said, I'm almost done with my attic hobby space. Can't wait to start hobbying again. So your hobby is going to be ballroom dancing?
I can't wait to see it. Gosh, I remember watching
Our acceptance
Dancing
of
with
birds is
Stars.
just the Mandela effect. Birds didn't exist in the past. Ooh, how about instead of dancing with the stars, we have a new idea. Painting with the stars. We would love that. We've tried.
We've contacted some. They've never gotten back to us.
Game delay, our stream from our end looks perfect. So tell your kids that it is your time.
Tell them to get back on the hamster wheel. Produce more internet.
Hello, deadbeat artist. Dad needs his soaps. Dad needs his stories. Mini painting reality TV show like RuPaul's Drag Race. I'd watch that. Ghost Hunter is friends with the real Henry Cavill and the real Keanu Reeves.
Yep.
So
There you go.
but I'll send them a
Put
message
in a good
about,
word for us.
about
You know what?
painting with the stars.
I'm friends with the real Jordan Lamb.
The official Jordan Lamb.
Yeah, the official and real Jordan Lamb. I'm friends with that guy.
Who are your favorite mini painters? Mine are these guys right here.
Who are your favorite mini painters are, and why is it Phil?
Why is it Philadelphia? Kids aren't real. They're government freeloaders forced on us by the diaper industry. Big diaper.
Big diaper. Down with big diaper.
Down with big diapers. Oh, goodness. Big diaper. God. I don't know if I can handle that, folks. Big diaper. Yikes.
I wasn't going to mention that I was friends with the real Jordan Lamb. Didn't want to brag. Deadbeat artist said, I'm my favorite mini painter.
Damn.
That's the way it should be. You should be your own favorite painter. No. We need to put a sign on the door that says, we are here to answer your questions, and we don't think any of them are stupid. We love questions. OMG Mike, I have a hard time getting the right amount of paint on my brush when painting. I feel as though I either have an overloaded brush or that I have seeped too much liquid out of it.
Well, we can. It can be hard to kind of tell people exactly how it is over stream, but I can do my best to give you an idea of how wet my brush is when I use it. This is something that'll be different from person to person, but let me get a good brush here. If I have a wee bit of get the brush clean.
Thunderhawk, Velvet Yoda, next week. See him on our website on Thursday.
9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Who's gonna press the button?
Big Bob said, if a horse is a horse and a fly is a fly, what is a horse without the fly? I think it qualifies as a dumb question. I think that that's not a real question. And my opinion is that if it's a real question that you want to know the answer to, then it is not a dumb question.
What's going on, Soulway Studios? Hello. How are you doing?
Hey, Nikki.
So to answer your question about dampness, wetness for your brush, I usually try and keep my brush fairly dry, but just a little bit of moisture on the brush. I don't want to have a huge glop of paint, or of water rather. Like this is too much. You can see how it's really pooling up on the glove there. So something like that is too much. But something like this is going to be a lot better. You can see that I can kind of get really nice straight lines, straight fine lines with it. Whereas if I have too much on my brush, it kind of likes to beat up a little bit more. So that's too much. And then on the other side, if you have too little, if you really get your brush dry, you kind of get a little streakiness to the dampness on the brush. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Oh, I can zoom in a lot more.
OMG Mike is saying, sorry, I was trying to ask about loading paint into the brush.
Oh.
That's helpful with how wet the brush should be prior to loading
Yeah.
the paint onto the brush.
So that's step one. Step two.
Right? OSB paints is like, wait, Jordan has gloves handy and chose to airbrush like that yesterday.
You know what's actually really funny? I
Called
didn't.
him out for it.
No, I didn't have gloves yesterday because I ran out. But I specifically went and got some earlier today before we recorded the short. So, ha!
I ran out. He means he had to go to production to get
Yeah.
some.
Just had to
It's
walk-
literally
had to walk
like
back there and get
75 feet or 100 feet that way.
Hey, look, I got it all cleaned up. Nobody at the gym said anything weird about it, okay?
Nobody's going to talk to you about it at the gym.
I'm going to be honest. If my hand looked blue like that, somebody would probably say something. Jason, are you okay? Your hand is blue. You might need to go see a doctor. I'm worried about
I
you.
don't get that much paint on my hands. I've already airbrushed once today, zero paint on my hands, except for where I put it specifically. Just saying. I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm just saying.
Chuck said, I'll log all the dumb questions I get at work next week and report back in Discord.
Let's not do that.
Be stunned.
You're in a different world where
here's the
dumb
thing,
questions
though.
may exist. We're only
Here's the
talking
thing,
about
though.
within these walls.
We have to also consider the fact that just because we think someone should know something doesn't mean that they do. And so it might feel to you like, well, they should really know this, so that's a dumb question. But if they don't know it and they're asking, they want to do better. They want to make sure that they do things right. So
Yeah.
I don't think we can fault people.
What is the question about brush loading?
Here, I'm
How
gonna
much paint to put on the brush?
Here, I'll show you. So, put a little bit of paint on here. It's going to depend on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Depends
I was
on what
gonna
kind of
say,
brush you're doing or
More
using.
info is required.
Yeah.
Loading paint into the brushes right now.
But I will show you how I do it. So you can adjust depending on what your uses are. So if I'm just doing standard painting, I'm just going to use the dampness on my brush that I was talking about. I'm going to pull from the side of the bubble here. And I like to roll the tip of my brush in the paint so I get a nice point. I'll even take some on my thumb and I'll remove some of the excess. until I get a really nice point. And then I can do all sorts of fun stuff. And that'll keep nice and good for a long time. You get a decent amount of paint on the brush, so you have a lot of working time. You also have a good amount to throw on the model. But for doing stuff like this, more specific and detailed stuff, that's a good amount of paint to use on the brush. If you're trying to do more base coating, I would use a larger brush. Use something like a 4 or a 6 potentially, depending on the size of the model and depending on what brushes you're using. But if you're using the Monument Hobbies brushes, our Pro Sables or Pro Synthetics, I'll put a little bit more here. And you can see about half of the brush is filled with paint. And then I'll use that. And that's great for doing, you know, larger stuff. It'll cover more area. It has more paint in it, so it'll be able to apply more evenly over larger surfaces. That's really what the big brush gets you. The nice thing about having nice quality brushes is you're still going to have a really nice sharp tip on the brush. So you can still get in and do detailed work, but you'll have more paint that can be loaded into the brush.
Cinnamon roll red. Cinnamon rolls aren't red.
Those are no.
You can't fool us.
I don't want.
There is not a red cinnamon roll. I mean, as soon as I say that, we'll get a picture of a red cinnamon roll.
Oh my gosh. It was called a D100 Ryan Wallace. The dry brush size 100. And
oh my god, Chris's.
Yeah.
Shenanigan brush.
Solway still has a couple of old bomb wicks from the original release.
Awesome.
Velvet cinnamon roll is not cinnamon roll.
Nikki, when you say original release, are you talking about the long-handled black ones? Gloss black, longer artist handle?
It's an everything brush. No mint chocolate chip green or froyo flavored paint. No, we don't put flavors in it.
Nope. That is most certainly not an everything brush. That is a very specific thing brush.
I don't know. Jason made it work for everything that he painted that day.
Well, Jason, how do you feel about that?
Hey, I'm good.
Hey, I'm good. Worked out for me.
Get good, scrub.
So I said maybe not the OG release then, but they were early Blue Boys.
Yeah, the initial brushes we did, the factory that we worked with first refused to understand why we would want short-handled brushes. They'd been making fine art brushes for so long. And even with as small of a detail as we were going with, they were like, no, you need a long handle. I was like, no.
No, I don't.
We don't want a long handle.
I don't want that.
So they cut them down to, I don't remember what they were, a 6-inch or something like that. 7-inch handles. Pretty crazy.
Go for it, painting. Hello.
How long were the handles supposed to be originally?
Same. I mean, we wanted something in the 153 millimeter style.
Yeah.
Like they are now. Chad, are you being able to see? Are you getting what I'm picking up? What I'm putting down now? Are you seeing where I'm going with this marbleizing?
OMG Mike wants to know when the bold sense of humor will be back in stock.
Once the first 2 are made and shipped, because we sold 2. So we've got the 2 fine individuals. We'll be getting 1 painted by me, 1 painted by Jordan. They're larger scale. They're very big.
They are really big.
They're really big.
Very big.
And then we will be, after that's taken care of, then we'll put it back on the site at a different price for smaller versions. It's a brush holder, is what we've created. It's a Acryl bottle styled brush holder.
General Ginkgo, pretty excited for it. General Ginkgo was the first purchase.
Oh, speaking of which, I mean, one of them's in my office. We haven't shown those on stream, have we?
I don't think we have,
think so.
actually.
Ha ha!
Jason's excited. He gets to show cool
go.
stuff up on stream.
Is that the thing that did I just do the thing that you said?
Yeah.
I do?
Uh-huh.
Did I just realize what I did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He figured it out. Did I just do the thing? You did.
Did I do? Yup.
Don't address Gabe anymore.
Thought it was a single bottle of paint that just contained a sense of humor. Well,
I mean,
kind of.
what you are getting definitely does include a sense of humor.
I was going to buy it, but then I realized I don't want to be more bold than I am. I'm okay with a more retiring sense of humor.
I'm realizing that I left 2 little thingamabobs on here that are not supposed to be on here.
Uh-oh.
Don't talk to me.
Really quick before you show that, there's a question from Solway saying, do you have or plan to do some short bristle length brushes so I don't have to pay 25 pounds per brush for the size 1 Winsor Newton Series 7 miniature brushes?
No. Probably not.
And we will get to, sorry.
I'm doing it.
Samuel Benitez, recipe for Caucasian skin with Pro Acryl. Yes, we'll get to that next. But you got to see this first, because it's pretty crazy.
This is the bold sense of humor.
Let it be seen.
There you
Let
go,
it be
General
known.
Ginkgo. This will be yours. Paint it up.
That is amazing.
This is, and everybody has to bow down to General Ginkgo. He bought it first. And this will be painted by me.
Are you painting the first one? Or
I'm
am
painting
I
the first one.
All right.
It doesn't matter. You can store brushes any way you want to. Prefer if you put them down on their side, but capillary action goes against gravity, so who cares? It's going to soak water into the bristles no matter what you do. The better case is to make sure your brushes are dry before you stop using them.
The eyebrows are beautiful.
Aren't
They
they?
really are.
Look at this amazing sculpt.
It's so good. I love the hands.
The hands are ridiculous.
Yeah, we gave him like 4-finger Mickey
Like
Mouse
Mickey Mouse gloves.
gloves and Mr. Potato Head shoes.
It lives. It does. Yeah, it's Potato Head inspired.
Yeah, I specifically gave the sculptor the Mr. Potato Head as a identifier for how to do the shoes.
Would the bottle color be wizard's butts?
I don't know.
TBD. It could be whatever you want.
It's whatever I want to paint
Does
it.
General Ginkgo get to choose what color,
Nope.
what paint color the bottle represents?
Nope.
No. You get
Nope.
no choices.
You get no choices.
You will live with Jason's and you will like it.
It has the label in the sculpt, so there's not a whole lot of paint color area around it anyway. But, yeah, there you go. That's it. It's huge. It is greater than life size.
True.
It's a monster.
General Ginkgo trusts your choices. Sell potato head kits for it.
What's that?
Sell potato head kits for it, or just make a potato.
Had
head
we
from
thought of
out a
it, it would have
bottle.
been fun to have like the arms pop out, you know, and give it different arms to
my
do different
gosh.
things. But that's too much.
That's too much.
That's too much. Sculpting ain't cheap.
In the thumbnail on YouTube, that looked wildly phallic.
What?
I don't know.
Who's saying that? Screwball?
Wildly phallic? It's a bottle.
Oh. Maybe at a quick glance, I don't know. The statue.
Alrighty. Kinda wanna do. Etrian, he's like,
Because he has glasses and big eyebrows, just like all phalluses.
Baka's like, yours
Yours
doesn't?
doesn't?
I need to see a doctor. I'm in danger.
An arm, sunglasses, and a mustache? That'd be wild. It would be.
All right, I need to come up with an order of operations here. I think I want to do like one of the new browns, maybe caramel brown. I really like caramel brown.
I do too.
We had somebody on Facebook today giving us grief because there's so many browns, and I'm like, dude, you understand? Brown is green, yellow, orange. It's all those colors. So there needs to be more browns than almost any other color.
Yep.
Because they make everything else better.
They're not looking at the actual colors.
No, they're just seeing brown.
They just see
He was
that
like
it's
blah. The
brown
fun thing is
maybe,
that his last name was
but not-
Brown. Did you see that?
Was it really?
Yeah, his last
No,
name was
I
Brown.
didn't see
I
this,
said,
but
can't
that's-
tell if joke since last
Yeah.
name Brown. And then I wrote an answer. And he goes, no, it wasn't a joke.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, cool.
You'd think he would like all the browns.
But you realize that there are another 100 colors in our
That's the
line
thing
that
too.
are not
Source
brown.
says just don't buy the browns you don't want. Like, come on.
I said, we paint
mean,
war dollies, man. Browns are the thing, you know, that you need more of than almost anything else you do.
It's really true.
But the reasoning behind that is not because you want to paint things brown. It's because for shades and tones, browns are some of the best.
Brown is technically natural shadow anyway.
Yep. It's the
enough
thing that you want
browns.
to shade and tone with more often than grays, because it doesn't desaturate as much, keeps colors on point, and really helps out. So browns, you know, I think that one of the big issues is a lot of people look at color as, if I'm not using that color, why do I have that color? Because the final version of what they're looking at needs to be the color they're buying. And
well
you know,
then, with
as
that
a
line of
company, we
thinking-
produce colors that are meant to all work together in a way that gives a final product, not necessarily. A lot of the colors that we make, I don't use in their native form very often. I don't paint with pink very often,
Yeah.
but I mix the magentas and the pinks in with lots of stuff.
Right. But if that's the way people are thinking, then I mean, there are paint lines that have hundreds of colors. Like, we're pretty low on the overall count.
Yeah.
In comparison, so it doesn't make. But like T. Schmidt said, people on the internet like to just complain.
Woke up and
They
chose
like to
violence.
find
Woke
problems.
up, chose violence.
What'd you say, Jordan?
Oh, I was just mimicking what Jason said. He
He's
I
said,
like,
didn't
woke
hear
up and chose violence.
Yeah.
Chose violence, yeah.
Oh.
Vallejo looking at you. Brown is best color because brown is all color.
Kinda, yeah. We talk a lot about the project neutral.
There's too many browns. Where's my rhino hide? Rhinox hide.
Jesus. Isn't that kind of just like mahogany, except not?
I don't know.
Like rain oxide is just like a really
Did you see
dark,
what
warm
Jason
brown.
Put up with chat.
See what I have to put up with, chat?
Those other companies spill more brown than we make in a year.
I'm using neutral gray and bright neutral gray here to do these little panels. What another little hit of color on this model. We'll also take some decals and some weathering really nicely, I think. It is a very dark, warm brown, actually a very useful color. Too bad it comes in an awful pot. Yes. Luckily.
Was that rhinoxide?
Yeah.
No.
Luckily, we have wonderful dropper bottles for you that don't clog, which is even better. Because, man.
Dump out your hard-earned cash when you bump the table?
Bryce Pilaf, we know.
Nice pilaf.
Said anyone know when the Rogue Hobbies set comes out?
We do know that.
We know. Me.
Next Thursday.
Yes.
A week from today.
Week from today.
Oh gosh, it is Thursday. Isn't it?
April 25th. Prepare yourselves. 18 new colors.
9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.
A whole lot of ordering folks coming through.
Just that I know you're kind of joking, but the more I paint, the more brown I use. Almost everything gets an undercoat of some shade of brown now. It's the most.
I'm not
versatile
joking
color
at
I can
all.
think of. No,
Yeah.
we're
I'm
not.
literally not joking even a little bit. Brown is legitimately one of the most important colors when painting.
Yep.
You either are mixing browns from other colors that you're using to create your tones and shades, because blacks and grays work to an extent, but they start to desaturate the color and move it towards that neutral. So if you want to maintain warmth in general, or even cool nature in like greenish browns, then mixing in browns can be exactly what you need, especially if you're doing military modeling. It's very rare I use black in military modeling, right? For the rubber on tank tracks is like literally the only thing I can remember using much black on when doing military modeling. Everything else was browns. That's why black brown was one of the first colors that we made in the line in expansion set 1 as a shade, because it's just so great.
Daniel Salucci,
Yeah,
we don't make a burnt umber though, so that means that you the best brown is someone else's. That's
What?
not possible.
No way. Probably need more than that. This is back to the original glaze that I made with dark ivory.
So you're just layering up the cracks in between the dark ivory glaze
Kind of
layers.
wet blending this because I glazed the caramel brown in there.
Okay.
And while the caramel brown's still wet, I'm just gonna hit it with the airbrush with the dark ivory in it.
Velvet Yoda 2.0. Any chance of another set of transparent paints? I love the ones you have already and would like more colors.
Transparents? Believe it or not, those cover a lot of the bases of your single pigment colors that you would want. Are there others we could do? Yeah.
And there are a few, like
Dark magenta.
dark magenta is pretty transparent, even though it's not officially.
What's the other one that's
Considered
really good?
transparent.
I mean,
The fluorescents are kind of transparent.
yeah, the fluorescents are very close to that.
I mean, dark crimson,
Yep, dark crimson.
the petrol brown. All of these are very transparent. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. Having, specific transparent colors added to the line. We have another transparent red that we're doing.
Yes.
That is like a transparent crimson. It's really just a true red transparent. The current one is going to, because it's a single pigment, but that single pigment, as you dilute it, goes towards magenta. We're coming out with a transparent red that will stay fire engine red. So I think you guys will love that.
Ghost Hunter said I can make any Pro Acryl paint transparent with glaze and wash medium.
What I'm doing right now. That's how that works.
Why no monument burnt umber though? So many browns and no burnt umber.
We
Would that
still
be
got more
darker
colors to
than
make.
dark?
We
Darker
still got
than
more
our
colors
dark
to
umber?
make.
Yeah, we have dark umber and we have light umber. We don't
Yeah, we have
burnt
dark and light, but burnt would be darker than dark umber.
It's just a little reddish.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like a between actually more between black, brown, and mahogany than anything else. Daniel Salucci, no burnt umber. Burnt umber is a color that I find myself using very infrequently on its own, and so I prefer the burnt sienna and the black brown for cooling and warming things off in those brownish tones. But, you know, I still have, I think, 12 colors I got to make for the main line. And those, I have a secret list, and you may be pleasantly surprised. But after today, I don't want to get yelled at for having more browns, so
yeah.
maybe not.
Dang it, Jason! Why do we have so many browns?
We paint army mans.
You can start then posting recipes of how people can like take some of their burnt sienna and some of their black brown and mix them together to get burnt umber.
I mean, burnt umber's a raw pigment, so it's tough to mix to it.
Oh.
You can get close, but
More browns are more better. But no.
so Gabe,
Didn't you hear what we just said?
Christopher,
Did
We're
they
complaining
turn it
on the
off?
internet. Brown, browner brown, brownish brown, kind of brown, really brown, and almost brown.
so you two in there?
They're already working on it. Look at what Gabe just said.
No.
I like those names though. Dark light, black, brown.
Gabe,
What are you doing?
The
Making
airbrush
the
doesn't work.
compressor?
I want it to be known that was Christopher.
What, that said browner brown, browner brown, brownest brown?
Christopher,
Christopher!
turn my damn compressor off.
Do not believe Gabe! It's his birthday. We should definitely believe him.
I can be trusted.
Gabe can be
No
trusted
one
on
who
his
can
birthday.
be trusted ever said the words, I can be trusted.
Jen, I can be trusted.
Except Jordan, because, I mean, of course you could trust that face and that delightful smile, the positive
Woo!
attitude.
I'm positive.
I'm getting mixed messages here.
Let me enlighten you with my positivity. One painting stream at a time. Isn't that right, Jason?
Gabe Delay can't even get it out.
I don't even know who you are
Can't even
anymore.
say it.
Who even are you? This impersonator of Jordan. Aliens have stolen Jordan.
The real question is, what can Brown do for you? And then Wild Tomatoes experience Jack Squat. Yeah, they're a little iffy.
Browns
They do okay most of the time.
are wonderful. Don't disrespect the Browns.
Panic bomb. I'm getting mixed messages here.
I'm getting mixed messages here.
Hey, look, you were lurking. You thought your screen froze, right? Until he goes all tyrannical. Jordan? He does too.
Look, I've only expressed my irritation with somebody to you one time. It was in a car. We were driving home. And he pointed it out.
I laughed hard.
And it made me laugh.
Zazen wants to know if Jordan does any painting competitions.
I do not. Not really my cup of tea.
He hosts them every month on our Discord.
I do, in fact. Do you do painting competitions? Well, our challenge is not really a painting competition,
That's true.
but it's a challenge.
But if you've always wanted to join, or like be in a painting competition, but you don't feel like you're ready, our challenges are perfect. I mean, our challenges.
Yes.
Jordan was a tyrant when Jason and I weren't here.
Are you really gonna believe that guy
I mean,
over me? Are you kidding me?
now I'm conflicted.
Who was it?
Ghost Hunter?
Go.
No, it wasn't Game Delay. That would have been amazing.
Sappho said, I'm working on a cream cloth and my khaki seems too yellow. I need a monument equivalent to
Do you see what Jason has to put up with?
Ushtab T-bone. Sorry.
Is our bone
That's
or
not a
dark
real
ivory
word.
not enough?
Aren't you planning for Golden Demon 25?
Oh yeah, we are doing that.
Oh, that's right.
We are doing that. That's more just for fun than anything.
General King
I'm
said,
just taking the piss with it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to win.
Context, this conversation sounds bad, but the missus wasn't paying much attention and was really confused about what I was listening to. I would imagine that's every day.
Game Delay, you're a liar. Don't believe this man. Gamed Ile is a liar. And don't believe him, Ghost Hunter. He will turn on you. You haven't hired him yet. He does not have the legal right to protect you.
Yeah, you'll find with Monument, and we get a bad rap for it from some people. They're like, Monument expects you to mix every color you need. I'm like, no, we don't. But, we do mix our paints, and we build our paints to mix as if they are all single pigment paints. So you will find that because we don't make house paint in small bottles like everyone else, that our paints actually mix well. So you get the color you expect. So you can have a lot of fun, right? Just playing around with color. That's why we don't make everything into a triad or anything like that, because you don't necessarily... And this is a little bit of personal painting preference from the creator of the colors, is that I don't want to have a yellow model have dark yellow shadows, right? I want to move the shadows from some other hue, like Jordan's latest short, where it's burnt sienna, burnt orange into yellow, because then my Imperial Fists look a lot better. Ultramarines, I want to start with dark purple and then move into my blues. So triads can be a crutch that get us stuck in a world where we don't understand why our painting looks very flat and kind of almost, that two-dimensional in a sense, because you have shadows, you have highlights, but if they're all in the same hue, they look very uninteresting. Whereas in the real world, you start seeing shadows cooling off. Yes, they might have a little bit of a green nuance to them if you're wearing a green shirt, but they can go into bluish greens in the shadows. And so playing around with color like that, even when you don't want to mix, just grabbing a different color, dark blue under your jade looks fantastic and will give you some really cool looking effects without having to do anything different than the way you paint normally. I'm a lazy painter, so I'm looking for ways to increase the interest in the pieces that I do without having to increase the time I spend on those pieces. And the mixing and nuance of using colors juxtaposed to one another is what gets you there, like single-handedly.
It's very interesting to look at. It's a very quick and easy thing to do to make your model look 3 times as good.
Zazen Pro Acryl has always been made by Monument Hobbies.
Correct.
No, Zazen. Nope. They'll tell you that, but no. They were our original distributor. When we launched the paint line as Monument, it was only sold through Creature Caster. That ended in 2020 after about a year and 5 months or so of distribution, and we just started going direct. We just started selling direct and opening stores and all that. So Jordan doesn't go mad with power when Christmas sushi is there. Wait a minute.
I can't handle that guy. That guy on stream is whoa.
When he's producing?
Yeah, it's crazy. I have a hard time handling Chris when he's
Listen to him
producing.
now.
What?
He's like, what?
No. You hear him over there?
Oh, so take it easy. Have a good one.
See you also.
Takes up all the oxygen in the room. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. It was the TV.
Chris's motto was a
last
space.
week when we were all gone. Yeah.
Chris, come in and do that. You have to do that for Jason at least once. Yes.
Be kind to him. His motto was a space marine.
You should hear him say it. It's hard. He can't.
That Christmas sushi is a good fella. Let me tell you how good of a fella that guy is. I can
Salt
see
of
him
the earth.
saying all of these things, by the way. This is salt of the earth. Yeah, that's
Salt of the earth.
That's not what that means, Chris. But
Christmas sushi, please come in. Do that thing. He said the thing.
Christopher, please do the thing.
Do they know what the thing is?
Christopher knows
Do we
what the thing is.
Christopher,
I have to put up with Chad.
see what I have to put up with, Chad. You see what I have to put up with, Chad?
That Christmas sushi. Salt of the earth.
Oh, you people.
That's why I can't handle him. I can't be a tyrant when I'm laughing my face off through an entire stream.
Wait a minute, you were trying to be a tyrant? This doesn't sound very Jordan-like.
Correct. Shh, don't tell him, chat.
Chat, what do I need to know? What am I missing here?
Nothing.
When I'm not here, what happens to Jordan? What does he do?
Nothing.
What does he do, chat?
Nothing.
That's very disturbing the way you say that, by the way.
If I recall, Jordan was trying to paint a very small face when Chris was heckling him.
I was getting heckled.
Were you?
Yes.
Did you deserve it?
Jordan is a tyrant when Shelby is producing.
Do I ever deserve it?
Ooh, don't put me in this spot.
I'm putting you in the spot.
I feel like yes is the answer here.
Oh, shucks.
I feel like yes might be the correct answer.
Christmas Sushi said never listen to Gabe.
Never listen to Gabe?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris is going to make our lives hard. Just saying.
We're also never
Do
supposed
I
to
have
listen
to
to
cover
Chris.
my ears every time I'm in the same room?
Oh my gosh, please do that. I would love to see that happen. Just next time in our marketing meeting, he's like, oh, today we're going to do, you're going to be like, boop. I can't hear you, Gabe.
I've been told not to listen to you.
I've been told not to listen to you.
What if Gabe
Well, you know
also tells
Gabe.
us
Gabe
not-
will be like, okay.
Oh, see? What if Gabe tells us also not to listen to Gabe? Do we listen to him?
Oh.
This is getting very Inception-esque.
What if Gabe tells Christopher to tell us to tell Gabe that Gabe shouldn't be
Oh, that
listened to
hurts
by anybody other
that
than
hurts my
Christopher and
brain.
Gabe?
All the streams are amazing. Jordan and Shelby show is fun. Jordan and Shelby show is fun. The Triple J streams are classic and always fun. Baby J and Chris is the fastest way to get Baby J to paint as slow as Jason.
Wow. You broke Jordan somehow. That was
Uh-oh.
very loud.
Well, Gabe,
sorry.
I'm sitting right here. Gabe said Gabe should not be given the company card to buy a bunch of cool things.
Oh.
Also, probably very good advice.
Oh.
And
Jason
now
is
I
a
need
very
to go take his
fast
card
painter
away.
when he needs to be
Yes.
and when he wants to be. Any other time, he's taking his time to get it perfect. And we should not make fun of or call attention to any speed other than excellence.
Jabe did the product design for the card game, so I can't buy that now because that would be listening to Jabe.
Well, no.
He didn't.
No. If you didn't, then that would be listening to Gabe, which means that you have to.
I can't keep up with this. I have no idea what's going on.
I was trying to do the reverse psychology thing. No.
White squirrels are the best? I don't understand this.
Probably about as relevant as everything else that we've been talking about.
You know what? That's probably true. The Gabe show is canceled.
Listen to me very carefully. This is Bakamaru. I love that he paints slow. So do I. Now, if only my projects looked that good at the end. 20 years from now, I am sure they will.
It won't take you 20 years. It doesn't take that long.
The game show is canceled. Done. So what does that mean for empty wallets?
Canceled. Done.
Canceled. Done.
They'll make up. They throw stuff at each other at least 3 times a day.
That's, that sounds like them.
You just hear him in there mumbling, yeah, Gabe throws a lot of things at me.
Chris throws quarters at me.
This is also true. I've walked in there, and Chris has been holding things you would not throw at a human you actually like, and
And he's
acting
been
like he's
throwing
about
them?
to toss it at Gabe. And he only stops. I have saved Gabe's life at least 3 times, Gabe. I need you to understand.
JT Money said random chat is best. How many white squirrels have you seen in your life?
You just get batteries
I
thrown
can't
at you?
say that I've seen any white squirrels.
A passive-aggressive murder mystery. That is Monument Hobbies office to a T right there.
Passive aggressive murder
As a
mystery?
McCoy, I can speak on what a good feud looks like. Chris threatened to throw a camera battery at Gabe. A big one. He can't be trusted.
Christopher, why on earth would you throw a battery at Gabe?
Christopher said, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Lies. Lies.
I wouldn't want to hurt my batteries.
Ugh.
It's always,
Jason, I don't know how you survive being over here on this side of the building.
I mean,
I really don't.
so
Are you alive?
it's up for debate.
Are you? Do we need to let you escape from here?
See what I put up with, chat. You see what I have to go through, chat? Gabe is the fly? What does that even mean?
Question about Pro Curl Primer. Can I clear coat it before applying paint? Metal model that's already rubbing off primer to the touch. Primer has been on the model for roughly 8 hours.
I don't know. That's all you're rubbing off primer. Metal model, yeah, yeah. You can definitely clear coat it if you want to. You shouldn't have to, but if you handle models in a rough way while you're painting, then you'll get some rub off. I get rub off on models all the time. I mean, like this guy's had paint rub off of all these skulls and stuff, right? I've painted over it now, but I don't ever care. It doesn't matter, right? I've got paint rubbing off down here where I've been holding it, because I'll hold it like this or whatever. It's a big base. But once you get paint layered up on it, you don't rub it off. I mean, unless you're really horsing it, you shouldn't.
So the primer's rubbing, because you said you had paint rubbing off, but you meant primer rubbing off?
Primer rubbing off,
Yeah.
yeah. Ghost Hunter, exactly. Thank you, Ghost Hunter. X-Ran.
He does not need help. He's fine.
Oh, I
He
need help.
does not
He
need
brought
help.
this on
He's doing
himself.
just fine.
Oh, I need
So
help.
he gets to live with it.
Oh, I need help, all right.
Do you?
I need help.
What do you need help with?
You people.
With us? Nah. We're delightful. If Chris should be believed, we're salt of the earth.
Doesn't mean what you think it means.
I don't think it means that either. Christopher is just being Christopher. And when Christopher is being Christopher, you know the things that tend to happen.
Oh, Jordan, bless your heart.
What?
We're delightful seems a lot like, you can trust me. It is. And nobody that's delightful has ever had to tell me they're delightful, by the way.
What? We are delightful human beings around here.
X-Ran?
It's the truth. Let everybody believe it. Something to get off this space, Mother Marie.
I mean, if you don't like our discussion, I don't know.
Bless it, baby J. Well, that broke off.
What are you trying to do over here?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm masking off so I can airbrush it.
With blue tape?
Yeah.
All right, good luck with that.
The problem with Jordan is he is delightful, and you can trust him, except about lunch.
Except
Whoa.
about lunch.
I don't accept that one anymore. I made a whole chat and everything.
Did anything get put in that chat today?
No. Guess who didn't get invited to the kids' menu for lunch?
I blame Gabe.
No, to be fair, they all know that I would have said no.
Yes.
But Awkwardish Panda said that you guys are delightful, can confirm, and I can be trusted. I met them in person.
I think also of any of the people in here, Awkwardish is probably the one to trust.
Most is the most trustworthy.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Do androids dream? And if they do, they have electric sheep. To be fair, you both hate canes. That's what I said. I'm like, I would have said no anyway. Which
That's
everybody
irrelevant.
knows.
Irrelevant.
But we still like to be asked.
Irrelevant. We deserve love too.
You get plenty of love. We express our love on a daily basis.
Thank you, Deadbeat. Deadbeat artists trust me because I'm the boss.
I trust you because you write my paycheck.
And I'll go back and I'll just grab some of this veining that I've done already, and I'll just bring some of these lines up to the surface by darkening them out. Almost like highlighting with a dark color. But don't do the whole line. That makes it look like this line undulates from being close to the surface to down under the surface to close to the surface again. There's a big sigh over there.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
nothing.
You can tell us, Jordan. We're all friends here. Except on Wednesdays. What's today?
Thursday. Thank goodness.
Okay.
Picked a good day.
Awkward Panda said, "Did you spray it with transparent white, Jason?"
No, I haven't used
working on it while I
transparent
had
white.
a
I've been
phone call.
using dark ivory. The transparent white would be a little too heavy-handed, in my opinion.
Why pick specifically dark ivory?
It's just because I had done that kind of yellowish brown base. Dark ivory was a good enough of an offset, you know. I looked at it or bone. Oh, actually, you know what? I might be lying to you. I am lying to you. I used dark warm gray so that I can use dark ivory as the highlight to it. Right? This is what I'm doing. Dark warm gray, and then I'll highlight off the brush with dark ivory. I chose to do it that way.
Gabe said, "I love that Jason is blowing my mind grapes with these cracked pillars, and Jordan is playing with tape."
It's kind of how it goes around here, right?
JT Money said, "Baby J, Silly Putty is your friend," which is what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, the silly putty would have been.
Wait, do we have that stuff around here?
Yep.
Yes,
Oh
a
God.
whole bunch of it.
Where?
We had to buy like a case of it in order to get any of it.
Wait, really? Oh, where is it? Yeah,
You're the one that cleaned the whole freaking studio up the last time.
To be fair, I didn't
Jordan,
mess
this
too
is
much
a paint
with
stream,
the-
not a Home Depot tutorial.
Hey, I'm just saying, I make it work with what I've got.
The
all
next
right?
short is this with the Home Depot theme music playing, the commercial music.
You can use Scotch tape for this. You just have to apply it to something prior to putting
Then
it on
it's
your
the
model.
Staples.
And
voiceover.
unfortunately, it's not the best for this. There is tape that is much better for doing this.
That is next to the gloves.
I'm looking. Awesome. We're committed.
It's literally this red egg.
Oh my gosh.
Deprived as a child, he never had silly putty. He doesn't know to look for the red egg.
This is why the sigh. There was a much easier way to do this the whole time.
And Jade, I think you were right. I think it probably was pretty close to the gloves.
It was unfortunately pretty close to the gloves.
Solway Studio said, "I'll offer my patented detack technique of stick lots of strips to your t-shirt, forget what you've done, and go out shopping with strips of tape on your shirt."
Oh,
That
yeah.
sounds like a thing that I would do.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
How long is the silly putty usable for?
I mean, that silly putty
Forever.
is the
It's
only
years.
egg we've opened out of the whole thing we did.
And
So
bought it
years.
years ago.
Years.
That was a perfectly good masking job. So of course, now Baby J will remask it.
That one wasn't doing too great, to be honest with you.
Oh, Paint Liquor saying, "Don't do it, Baby J. Stay strong. Stick with your paint or with your tape."
I know this stuff works way better, so I'm going to use it.
Yeah, I was going to say 6, 7 years. I don't know. Is there a time limit on silly putty? I feel like it has a half-life of like 4.6 million.
It is 4.12 million.
Cody Bennett, hello. Catching the stream on your last break of the day at work. So some monument stickers on some of those eggs, and voila, you have a new product. We don't really do that. Take someone else's stuff and put our
if there's
name
one
on
product I know I can't make better, it's silly putty. Silly putty is the goat.
When your silly putty ends up looking like a shriveled brown raisin, you know you've had your money's worth. Silly putty and Twinkies last forever. Bought some liquid mask, feeling all professional. Then I saw someone use silly putty in a video. Sigh.
Liquid masking is still good. I have some at home that I
Silly
use.
putty is impossible to get over there. One egg would cost you $50. Ooh,
Oh my gosh.
that's a lot for silly putty.
Where is over there?
Sweden?
Oh.
I think. Yeah, sweet. Silly putty is made of goats? What?
What? I feel like that's a lie.
You can make silly putty at home? What?
That's Play-Doh.
I might believe.
That's Play-Doh. Not the same.
Not the same. Think the new Alien movie will be any good?
Probably not.
I think so, yeah. The preview looks really good.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got people excited.
When does it come out?
I don't know. Later this year, I think. I don't know.
The pink in silly putty comes from goat meat. Yeah, it's for copying comic strips from the newspaper.
Oh, it does such a great job of that. When I learned that as a kid, I was like,
Yeah.
what?
I
Wait,
know,
what?
That's like silly putty's magic.
It'll pick up images, yeah.
No.
You didn't
Yeah,
know
we
this?
would use that to do
What did-
images for airbrushing and freehand details on like motorcycle tanks.
No way.
Yeah, do silly putty on a comic book or something, and
I
then
didn't know
overlay
that
the
silly putty was for anything but that. Like, what else is it for?
Good question.
It's like a stress.
Playing
like a
with.
stress ball.
Yeah, it's like a stress ball.
Well, when I was a kid, it was for playing with. I didn't realize it had any other applications other than that and masking.
Yeah, we'll get some newspaper and
Try
we'll
it
show
out.
ya. Back to the 70s. GOAT is an acronym. Goes over all models. The last T is silent. It's for being silly. It is terrible to get out of shag carpet. Yes.
Oh gosh, I don't even want to think about that. Are you gonna be using the airbrush anytime soon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Because I'm masking all this off. But I can wait.
What do you mean? Why do you have to wait?
I don't want to use the airbrush if you're about to use it.
We literally have two.
Yeah, well, that's accurate.
That's why there's two.
I gotta clean the other one. Again.
DM Natas. Love your paints and other stuff. I buy it all through my LGS in Louisville. Awesome.
Fantastic.
Is that
Thank you.
Is that Miso? That's Miso's game room, yeah? In Louisville?
Is it Miso's? Maybe.
That sounds right.
Don't let silly putty touch latex. They will become one object instantly. Interesting.
The more you know.
Oh yes, Miso's. Yay. They're great. Oh, not latex, silicone. Okay.
I was gonna say
I was gonna say
latex. I don't
latex,
think is
like
correct,
like a glove.
but I was gonna have to Google it because I don't think that's the way that works.
Well, huzzah, huzzah! I'll just throw back my legs and pollute my breeches with delight.
Yes.
Oh, DM, thank you. DM Natas, NTS, A's in the middle. Peanuts, the cartoon, not the. I knew what you meant, deadbeat.
Hey, somebody likes us.
Oh no. Okay.
What's the matter?
Oh, I almost dropped the thing.
Dropped what thing?
Got it.
Thank you for the follow that I am not seeing. Baby J, okay, today he seems few eggs short of a dozen.
Wow, thanks, JT Money. I'm always a little short of a
This is
dozen
pretty
eggs.
much Baby J.
Jordan is one silly putty egg away from happiness.
No, I am 0 silly putty eggs away from happiness right now.
Meaning that he's happy? Because he's got his silly putty egg?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
You can use this one if that one's neat and clean. Just go ahead and use this one. I'll do everything by hand.
No, you can hairbrush. That's fine.
I'm gonna do it by hand. I don't care what you say.
Okay.
Game Delay also lives life at about 9 eggs worth, Jordan, so... he's
About 9 eggs worth out of a dozen?
I'm with you.
9's not bad.
9's pretty good.
9 eggs out of a dozen.
I lost a lot of energy when Chris made that joke that made me laugh really hard. I have to admit.
Is more eggs better? Depends.
Depends on if you're looking for a full dozen.
They stink?
Oh, I know what the problem is.
Are we talking
with
about eggs or are we talking about silly putty?
this. We're talking about
Supposed
egg
to
silly
have
putty.
eggs? 6 eggs of this, half a dozen of the other. Can never have too many eggs.
That's definitely not
How
true.
big an omelet you trying to make? Ooh, deadbeat and X-Ran, same thing, jinx.
Getting a little bit of a clog on the front side of the
Everyone who's
airbrush
trying to
here.
figure out the egg conversation is coming in at under 9 eggs. An excellent. GT Money, excellent. You missed that. High five. Oh, it's National High Five Day, by the way. I heard that on the radio this morning.
What?
Yeah.
I
We've been
had-
high-fiving each other all day long.
I had Shannon give me a
Celebrating.
high five earlier.
You what?
I had Shannon give me a high five earlier.
There you go. She was celebrating.
Because she,
Because that's what she does.
no, I had her give me a high five because I finally tried the pickled jalapenos that she gave us. That had been in the fridge over there for a month.
She gave us pickled jalapenos?
Yeah.
Well, this is new information. I'm
They
hearing
are
this for
delicious.
the first time today.
They're delicious.
I think there are more over there, so I think you're good.
I left some, yeah.
How did I not know about this?
This I do not know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Anything.
I would blame Shannon.
We'll have to have words with Shannon.
Yeah. No high fives, Shannon.
It's the first time there's a conflict.
Ruh-roh. She would be so upset. I can literally hear her being upset from here. Oh no!
What do you like about the pickled jalapeno?
That it's delicious and hot. That's the right answer.
Jason, get out of that. I'm taking notes. Shelby's here today. Yes. I think she's feeling better.
Was Shelby sick?
She was
out sick
not
yesterday.
here yesterday. She was unwell.
Does they taste like jalapeno relish?
Does they taste like
Does
jalapeno?
they taste like jalapeno relish?
It's like the pickled is sweet,
Oh.
so it goes really good with the heat. It's really good. They're big, chunky. Hey Mo, you still here? You see what I'm doing
Mo is still here.
with the rock?
Mo said, does they taste like jalapeno relish?
Are you getting it now, Mo?
Getting a little bit of water. Mix a little bit of water. mix, 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 mix.
Most of the relish is sweet with heat. Amish folks make some really good stuff near us. And yes, I kind of see. Punisher said, I get it, but I thought it was a really unique idea when you were going with the bowling alley carpet idea. But I think earlier it was called a skating rink carpet.
I don't remember. They made fun of it in all sorts of ways. It's just like underpainting flesh. My goal was to have colors in the marble, right, that are going to survive. So the bright red probably didn't look like it made any sense, right? So if I come in here like this, you can see all that veining down underneath, like the red, right? And the golden brown and all the colors gives it a depth that you're not normally going to find in painting it all at once, or even spray paint layering, right? So do all my veining, layer over the top of it, then add additional veining to it and layer over the top of it. And you can do that as many times as you want, although you'll find that after 2 or so that you wind up losing the effect because the first veining you did just disappears under all the layering. So generally 2 is good.
Should have left the pillars looking like a kid's birthday party and given the model a clown nose. And I feel like you still could give the model a clown nose.
A kid's birthday party.
Definitely add something to it.
I mean, a clown nose could be really funny on
I
this
think
guy.
a clown nose would be
Just
great.
don't tell Philip.
See if he
I
notices.
think we should put a clown nose on this guy.
That would be hilarious.
To see what we made him put up with, chat. We all laughed and see what it got us. $350.
350.
Yup.
Holy hell.
Hey, somebody likes us.
Who's that? I don't know. I'm not seeing. Oh wait, over here. Daniel Kornilov. Thank you for the follow.
You're welcome.
And Brian, the B guy, was the last one that I didn't see. Thank you for the follows.
Thank you very much. Welcome.
Cat brought in a mouse. Oh, that would be the last day of the cat for me.
Ah.
Silly cats.
Now it's hiding under the bed. Yeah.
The cat or the
Oh, good question.
the cat or the bird?
The cat or the mouse or both? Maybe the cat with the mouse. Hopefully, the mouse is not able to do its own hiding anymore. Now you have to burn down.
So many shirt ruffles, deadbeat. Yay, sculpting.
Oh, so it is the mouse that's hiding under the bed because the cat burgered off outside.
Cat was like, my job here is done.
Yeah, I brought you a gift.
That is probably what the cat is thinking, to
That's
be
what
honest.
they do.
Yeah.
Very proud.
Look at this thing I did. You will be very excited.
House is a total loss. I'm bored. The mouse is yours now. Goodbye. Yeah, the cat only did half the job if the mouse is still able to do anything.
Hide under the bed.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, your job's not done here, cat.
Cat brought you the present. The rest is on you.
So I guess the question is, are you more comfortable hunting down a mouse now, or cleaning the blood out of carpet had he finished his job?
That's true.
Right?
Because I had to do that. Well, not from a cat, but
In your bathroom when I clobbered that rat. Poor thing was bleeding all over Jen's bathroom.
they brought you dinner because to them you can't hunt. So they have to take care of you. Oh, your cat is the one with the white squirrel, JT Money? I thought it was just an observation. Is it a real white squirrel or a toy? Unless the cat is going to get more to build a mouse village for you. Other cat not interested. Sounds like a real situation you got going on over there, Solitaire. The Secret of Nim. Cats, I've been working and listening for a while. The Marvel has really come together.
Thank you. Yeah, it's the model that is Phil's. I honestly don't know why I'm spending so much time on the marble. I think mainly just because it would be fun to show you how I would paint marble without the baby white method.
Is it weird that I'd probably just let the mouse be? Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I would not let the mouse be. That thing doesn't belong in my house. I don't want it in the house. It should not be in my house.
Cat will
It's
get
not
it
allowed
later.
to be in the house.
I love that you're just casual about it. Whatever, the cat will get it. I would be freaking out.
Unless the cat doesn't get it later.
Right.
Well, it will.
and then
That's why I
what?
brought it in. It's like, this is for later. A snack.
But then when the cat comes out of the room and is like, hey, anybody see that mouse I left in there? I can't find it. Then we have issues.
I can't find it. They just look at you perplexed. Like, hey, what'd you do with my mouse? I left it with you. You were supposed to watch that
trusted you
thing.
to take care of it. My dog just brings me rocks.
So your dog brings you rocks?
That's what Awkwardish Panda said.
That's
Not my dog.
not a great trade-off. Yeah, it's like
I mean,
Cora
it's
doesn't
better
do
than a
that.
mouse. I would take a rock all day long.
Or it brings us nothing except joy, I guess.
Can I
I
snag
guess- I guess
the
joy.
water dump thing?
That counts. Joy counts.
Thanks, sir.
Yep.
Much appreciated.
Cora has a torn ACL, so she is not.
She's been doing a lot better, though.
She is doing a lot better. She's been getting,
She didn't favor her leg as much.
yeah, she's been getting her monthly injections.
He gets one coming up, right?
Next week.
Yeah, next week. Right before Miniac gets here.
After. I got a dog, and all I have to show for it is joy. Yeah, it's like next Friday, I think. Is the appointment.
Now I'm just glazing a little bit of the dark ivory over the top of the to get some highlights in facing this way.
Desperately trying to get to the boulder under the back corner of the yard. No, I can do it. There's nothing poor about our dog. She's got a really good life. We don't feel
Spoiled,
sorry for
freaking
her at
rotten. Only thing you can say about our dog.
all. She didn't even care. It bothered us more than her, I think.
She didn't care. Yeah.
We're like,
The
oh,
ACL,
she's
yeah.
lifting her leg when she runs. That's no good. She don't care. Like, I'm outside.
She just acts like normal.
Two bonus dogs at the moment, sweet jerks, shed like no other. They're lighter colored than my floor.
Sweet jerks.
Yeah.
What a description of your
I mean,
your
that's, I
dogs.
think most dogs probably.
Yeah. I mean, that nails it.
Sweet jerks.
Wait, Gosu, were you not, haven't you been here this whole time? Are you watching another stream at the same time as us?
Yep. That's what he does.
Cat is back, looking for it.
That probably had to stop and poop.
I'm going to stop and poop really quick. Then I will pursue mouse.
Even I'm not doing that today. Anybody else streaming today? Ready to
I don't
raid?
know. It's been a light week,
It's
I
been-
feel like.
It's been, yeah. Lately there haven't been a lot of.
Is it time for the purging? The annual purge of streams?
I think so. Because it really feels like it's very, very.
We've been doing this so long, we see those trends, right? Where you get lots of startups and then lots of like silence as it goes. Usually, like probably 10 to 12 months out from one another.
Yeah, it's very odd. I think the
Streaming is tough to keep a schedule, and you know when life gets in the way, the easiest thing to do is to put your stream off for a while. So, totally understandable.
yeah, very few people have been really long term committed to it. I mean, we've not missed a lot of streams over the course of the last 8 years.
Yeah, not really.
Not for an extended period of time.
More when it was just Jen and I, because you know if we had to go to a show or traveling
Right.
or sick or whatever, we had no backup. So,
Yep.
But since you came on board, obviously, and the rest of the team, much less lack of stream.
Yeah, we don't miss streams very often around here. In fact, I don't know if we have had a no stream day or very many of them since I've been here. A few, maybe. A handful at most. Which
Yeah,
is
only when you and I are
exciting.
probably both out, we might have had one or two, right?
Yeah.
But even the crew takes up after that, so got good gig.
We got good people. We got good people.
Now I'm happy. That's gonna look pretty good.
There we go.
Her power company is a bunch of jabronis. She doesn't have power at the house. Brownouts, working on stuff. That sucks. Go, so you've been getting the itch to stream again? 2 hours to mask, 2 minutes to paint. Yeah, exactly. What it takes sometimes.
It's true.
Yeah, it always sucks when it's beyond your control. That generally is the days that we've missed due to that reason more than anything else was, you know, especially when we were streaming from the house.
Oh yeah.
And there'd be like, you know, even though we had commercial internet that we paid for, that they swear to God wasn't shared
Bunch
with
of
anybody in the
garbage.
neighborhood, you know, you'd lose the stream from time to time. It was a pain in the butt. How does one get an invite to the Monumental Stream team?
Monumental
I don't
stream
know that
team.
we've ever done anything with it, but we can add you easily. Nobody ever asks. It does exist. We've never done anything with it because Twitch doesn't really make stream teams worthwhile. But yeah, we can get you in there, Nikki. That's easy. Schmidt, yeah. I mean, today's the day where I really brought it, you know, to the finish line, I think, on this column. It still needs work. We still got to do highlighting and clean up some of the wash base and things like that with glazes to bring the brightness back onto it. But that's, you know, now you can see what I'm going for, right? This was the step before, right? We start doing the brush work. But yeah, it's very easy. I don't know. It's relaxing for me, as you guys know, if you've been here for a while, to just be able to kind of, you don't have to stay within the lines. I mean, you're basically painting veins on it. And as long as you can make them look sort of random, then you're golden. I need to give him a clown nose. That'll be just a little ball of epoxy sculpt at the end. And I'll let the epoxy sculpt little sphere almost get dry, and then I'll punch it onto his face, and then pull it right back off as a mold. And we'll just have it to where I can paint that red and have it on there, held on with like blue tack, and give it to Philip.
That would be so good.
Deadbeat, the dead flesh, yeah. It, you know, as a ghoul, I wanted it to not look completely zombified, but I really am trying to push it. Now, I haven't done final highlighting on the flesh, or really final highlighting on anything for that matter. The armor and the gold are pulled a little higher, as well as the mace, but you know, it's really meant to hold off until I get more of it done. That's why I'm painting the colors on the stone and the dirt and everything, and the wall. We'll work on all of that and get 2 or 3 layers of color built up on everything. Then we'll go back through the whole model and start highlighting. I need to do more with this fin on his back and the crown of bones, and there's a ton of details on him, but coming together. I'm realizing, every day I realize, like, oh, he also has a loincloth that I've never put anything other than primer on. So
But he has a loincloth?
yeah, he has a loincloth.
What the heck?
It's so hidden up in there, see?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he does.
Yeah, it drapes down on the stone. I really only remembered it when I was painting the stone, and I was, what is that? Oh.
That, I hate when I see
Oh.
those things. I'm like, how did I miss this?
I see. Great. Killer Clowns video game coming out soon? Seriously? Like Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Yikes.
I mean, that's only like 8 decades too late. Does anybody even remember what that is?
Nope.
All right, Jen's back. Time to go.
Okay. Hi, everyone.
You love that movie. How did I miss that? A mini painter proverb. That's what the book should be called. We should do a monument painting book called How Did I Miss That?
I'm so down.
That, or, oh my God, too many Gribblies.
Yes.
As always, gang, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Great painting, chatting, joking around with you. For all of you that may be new here, please hit that follow button. We'd love to see you back again. We stream 5 days a week from 2 to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you don't know what Mountain Standard Time is, look up what time it is in Phoenix, Arizona, and if it's 2 p.m., get your butt here. That's easy.
Get your butt here.
Get your butt here. We said it. Follow the links that Jen put up in chat there. You've got the links to the Monument store where you can buy Pro Acryl brushes, all the other great stuff that we make. The store locator will shoot you over to a map that'll show you if you have a store close to you that sells, so you can go support your local gaming store. Please do when you can. And then we'd love to see you over on our Discord and our YouTube. The YouTube catches all of this. For those of you that are watching live from YouTube right now, thank you, thank you. New thing for us, but and then the Discord.
Oh my gosh.
And the Discord has 4,213 amazing artists and one person that can see what Jason has to put up with. Yes, Ghost Hunter. Yes. I got you. Thank you. Yeah, but we'd love to see you over on the Discord community. 24/7 friend making, inspiration finding, miniature painting community with over 4,000 amazing artists, including you, perhaps. So we'd love to see you there. Stick around. We're going to raid somebody. Carry the hobby on into the evening. If you're over on YouTube, jump over to Twitch real quick so you can follow this raid. Show some love in the chat we wind up in. It's free. Hit those follow buttons. And we will catch you back here tomorrow. Adios, gang.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.
Hey, somebody likes us.